We are back on the Big Trail, and we're talking recruiting now with our recruiting guy that is Richard Davenport, as always, from Whole Hog Sports and the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. This first guy we're talking about, RD, is Matteo Soli. He is 6'3", 227 from Georgia, and he has about 30 offers. And the great connection here is that his dad played at Arkansas.
Yeah, a lot of older Razorback fans will remember Junior, who was a nose guard in the early 90s, made all SEC in '95, and it really surprised me when I did some research. He's number 10 as far as tackles for losses in the season with 16, which is very unusual for a nose guard. But anyway, Matteo is a very talented defensive end. He had 18 sacks, 20 tackles for losses last year in a very competitive league. So that ought to tell you what kind of talent he is. They plan to visit April the 2nd. And Junior's obviously very happy to get back to Fayetteville, and his wife Karen is from Sparkman, so there's a lot of family in the Sparkman area hoping that Matteo ends up as being a Razorback.
All right, let's get a running back in here. This is Deion Hankins, 6 foot, and he is 210 pounds. And here's a cool thing here about him: his grandpa lives in Little Rock. He is from El Paso, Texas.
Yeah, I really like this guy. Arkansas is one of his better offers. He's got about 8 offers right now. I anticipate this guy being around 20 or beyond offers at some point. I think Arkansas did a very good thing of being one of his early offers, and I think he appreciates that. He definitely wants to visit. Doesn't have a timetable exactly when he'll do that. But I really like the combination of size and speed that he has, and obviously with family members in Little Rock and his grandfather being here, I think that helps a little bit. But like I said, I think he's going to about to blow up at some point, and Arkansas did well by offering him early.
Okay, we all know Arkansas's got to boost that offensive line. We're talking about an O-lineman right now. Tristan Miller, 6'6", 274 from Charlotte, North Carolina, has 15 offers. The Hogs the first to host him, and he will visit in April. Is that correct?
That is correct. He hasn't set a date just yet, but he and Coach Dustin Fry, the offensive line coach, have been communicating. And that's pretty impressive that he decided to visit Arkansas first for an official visit. This is the first year that colleges can host prospects in the spring for official visits, and to be able to get that first visit is a good thing. He's got a really good relationship with Coach Fry. One thing that I've noticed with Coach Fry, he really relates well to these kids. That's one of the things that a lot of them talk about, that he can communicate with them, and he gives them advice too that I think that they really like to hear. And but anyway, it's a big deal to get him get that first official visit.
Let's go to Cali now, and the class of 2020. This guy is a quarterback, Jaden Casey, 6'1", 185, and he visited a couple weeks back. He has an Arkansas offer.
He got the offer during the visit, and he's a guy that I really like. He's 6'1", about 185, very athletic. His highlight video shows him dunking the basketball, and I asked him about that, and he said he first started dunking in the 7th grade at about 5'10", so he's got some hops and some athleticism to go with a very good arm. But his mom and her sister invented a product that Walmart's going to be carrying on their shelves, and obviously that's going to help Arkansas get some more visits probably from him, because he said he'll probably visit when his mom makes her way to Bentonville at some point. So that's a good thing, a guy to keep an eye on. He has a highly recruited receiver that plays on his team, Johnny Wilson, who he's trying to get to visit with him at some point.
Okay, 30 seconds left, and by the way, I'm still trying to dunk at age 42, so that's pretty impressive that Jaden's doing that as a 7th grader, or he did as a 7th grader. All right, O-tackle Chad Lindbergh, he is 6'6", 305. League City, Texas is where he calls home. Visited March 14th. I understand very impressed with Arkansas.
Yeah, he was. And I tell you what, in talking to guys in the state of Texas, they say he's the best in the state of Texas for the 2020 class. And I think obviously one of the best in the country. He's got very good size, 6'6", 305, had a really good time. Very, very impressed with Coach Morris and the staff. He loved Coach Morris's energy. He definitely plans to visit again at some point. But that's very impressive to get him on campus at such an early age of his recruitment.
Staying on a guy who perhaps will be a Tex Hog in the future. RD from Whole Hog Sports, Arkansas Democrat Gazette, as always. Thank you, Richard. Maria Fossey, one-on-one with Alyssa Orange next.